Archive Acta 1 cancelled after 1 season on Netflix. In a bit of a shocker, Netflix is pulling the plug on its horror podcast adaptation Archive 81 after just a single season on the streamer per deadline. The 8-episode series made its anticipated debut back on January 14, but despite positive reviews and overall decent viewership that seemed to pave the way for it to stand among Netflix's other horror giants like Midnight Mass and Brand New Cherry Flavor, the streamer opted not to renew it for a second round. It ultimately falls short of what the supernatural horror podcast it was based on has put out, leaving much of the story untapped. It's a bit of a mystery why the series was cut short, even as Netflix touts viewership versus budget as the formula for determining the future of its shows. Archive 81 seemed to be performing well enough on that front, scoring a spot on Nielsen and Netflix's weekly top 10 ratings for originals and even ranking as the top streamed series in the US for a brief moment after its debut. Archive 81 starred Mamadou Effie and Dina Shihabi as archivist Dan Turner and documentarian Melody Pendras respectively. The series had an interesting, time-bending premise, with Dan hired onto a mysterious job that sees him reconstructing Melody's footage from her investigation of occult activity at the Visser apartment building. Viewers were treated to the two timelines of Dan and Melody playing out simultaneously, and as Dan continues to restore the footage, the two form a connection. The mysterious link between the two leads Dan to believe that he can save Melody from her horrifying death nearly 25 years ago. Archive 81 had a strong team behind it too, with modern horror icon James Wan producing through his company Atomic Monster and The Boys producer Rebecca Sonnenschein getting her first crack at showrunning with the series. She also wrote and executive produced the show. Also on board was Stranger Things director Rebecca Thomas, who took the reins for half of the series and also executive produced alongside Wang and Michael Clear of Atomic Monster, writer Paul Harris Boardman, and Antoine Wehi. The series also starred Martin Donovan, Matt McGorry, Julia Chen, Evan Jonicat, and Ariana Neal. Being Mortal Seth Rogen joins Aziz Ansari's directorial debut. Seth Rogen has joined Aziz Ansari's directorial debut. Searchlight Pictures has announced that Rogen has been cast in the upcoming film, Being Mortal. Ansari will also star in the film, along with Bill Murray. Rogen's previous work includes 2020's American Pickle, directed by Brandon Trost, and Long Shot, directed by Jonathan Lavin. He has also been cast in director Steven Spielberg's upcoming film The Fabelmans, which will also star Michelle Williams. The character that Rogen will be playing in the film has not yet been announced. Who Ansari and Murray will play in the film has also not yet been announced. In addition to directing, Ansari also wrote the film's screenplay. He is well known for playing Tom Haverford in NBC's comedy series Parks and Recreation. He also stars in the Netflix series Master of None as Deb Shaw, which he also co-created with Ellen Yan, and has directed several episodes of. He will also be a producer for the film. Aziz Ansari is an incredible talent, and with this script, he brings a singular combination of insightful humor and pathos. Searchlight presidents David Greenbaum and Matthew Greenfield previously said about the film, "We're thrilled to be partnering with him on his feature directorial debut, which is long overdue, and of course working with the genius Bill Murray once again." The film is based on the 2014 non-fiction book Being Mortal: Medicine and What Matters in the End by Atul Gawande. The book followed Gawande on his life and career as a surgeon and helping patients through medicine. In the book, Gawande also shared his thoughts on hospice and that medicine should be used to help ease the terminally ill into their passing. The book went on to become a New York Times bestseller. An episode of the PBS investigative documentary series Frontline was based on the book and aired in February 2015. Gawande co-wrote the episode with director Thomas Jennings. Yuri Henley will be a producer for the film. Searchlight Pictures' Taylor Freeman and Cameron Chitsey will oversee the film. Filming is scheduled to begin in April. Being Mortal is scheduled to be released in theaters in 2023. Tulsa King adds Max Casella, J. Will, and more to Sylvester Stallone mob series. Additional casting has been announced for Paramount+'s upcoming original series, Tulsa King. It was previously announced that Academy Award nominee Sylvester Stallone would star as the series lead. It is expected that Tulsa King will be a Paramount+ exclusive. Paramount's announcement today stated that Max Casella, the Tender Bar, Dominic Lombardozzi, the Irishman, Vincent Piazza, Boardwalk Empire, and J. Will, the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, have joined the project. Each actor will bring to life their own distinct character roles in the story. Casella will play Armand Trucy, an ambitious criminal operating under the patronage of the Invernizzi family. Lombardozzi's role will be Charles Chicky Invernizzi, the underboss and de facto head of the Invernizzi crime family. Piazza will play Chicky's henchman, Vince Antonacci. Will take on the role of Tyson, a quick-witted and eagle-eyed college graduate who acts tougher than he actually is and longs for a life far from his roots. The newest mob drama, Tulsa King, follows the story of mafia capo White Manfredi, or the General as he's known to his crew, after his release from a 25-year prison sentence. He is sent to Tulsa, Oklahoma by his boss to form a new mob branch. Things don't sit well with Dwight, however, and he grows suspicious of his mafia family, who he feels might not have his best interests in mind after the move. Manfredi decides to form a crew of his own with unconventional members in the most unlikely place imaginable. The series was created by Academy Award nominee Taylor Sheridan, who is known for co-creating the popular Western series Yellowstone and writing the award-winning film Hell or High Water, starring Academy Award winner Jeff Bridges and Star Trek's Chris Pine. Executive producer, writer, and showrunner of the series will be Academy Award nominee and Emmy Award winner Terrence Winter, known for his work on The Sopranos and The Wolf of Wall Street. Production companies over the series include MTV Entertainment Studios and 101 Studios. Tulsa King, currently a working title for the series, is expected to start production this month in Oklahoma City. With the news of such talents taking on this project, it can confidently be said that this fresh take on a classic genre seems like it might be a great way to get your mafia show fix. Along for the Ride trailer reveals a girl living out her best life before college. Netflix released a new trailer for an upcoming adaptation of Sarah Dessen's best-selling novel Along for the Ride, a young adult book that explores a girl's last moments of fun and freedom before heading to college. With the trailer, we get to see how those moments play out and how our main character Auden learns that it's fine to change who you are, so long as that change is what you truly want to be. The film is set to release on the streamer on April 22. Along for the Ride follows Auden, a soon-to-be college student enjoying her last summer before attending classes at DeVries University on a scholarship. After some consideration, she decides to join her father in picturesque Colby Beach, though she has different plans besides partying in the sun with other teens. Auden instead spends most of her time roaming the streets at night, avoiding almost everyone else. Upon meeting an enigmatic fellow insomniac named Eli, everything starts to change for Auden. Together on their nightly outings, Auden and Eli set out to accomplish Auden's childhood dreams and make up for her childhood. Through living life to the fullest together, they learn a bit about themselves and why they've always stuck to the shadows. The trailer really demonstrates Auden's transformation as she builds her connection with Eli. She begins as an academically focused teen who'd spend most of her time studying and trying to succeed in class, but she actively leaves that part of her behind for a bit to enjoy everything she's missed. From learning how to ride a bike to letting Eli push her around in a shopping cart, she learns how to let loose and have fun. Through spending time with Eli, she starts learning who she really wants to be and confronts some problems in her own life. Everything and everyone around her encourages her to change to be her happiest self, all culminating in a final scene of Alden at a party with other teens, something she normally would have avoided. Emma Passero and Belmont Cameli lead the film as Insomniacs Alden and Eli, with Kate Bosworth, Dermot Mulroney, Andy McDowell, Laura Kioki, Marcus Scribner, Genevieve Hanelias, Samuel Finnerty, Ricardo Hurtado, and Paul Carmiran along for the ride, pun intended, as well. To All the Boys I've Loved Before, screenwriter Sofia Alvarez both writes and directs with Felisa Rodriguez, Sean MacArthur, and Erica Hampson of Screen Arcade executive producing. Screen Arcade also has Brian Ankelis and Eric Newman working on the film as producers. Okay, stay tuned to our channel. I'll be providing you with up-to-date reliable movie news. Enjoy!